Hello and welcome to the Fantasy Republic Fantasy Report, episode 6, 7, and 8, all wrapped into one episode. With you as always is your host Thunder. Now we have been off the air for a while, and so we have some ground to make up, so let's get right into the ridiculously fast last 3 weeks in review. Here we go. Some teams won, others lost, some even tied. Repeat for weeks 5, 6, and 7. The end.
News you can count on. News you can trust. Fantasy Republic News Flash.
Welcome to the Fantasy Republic News Flash. Like we mentioned earlier, folks, we are sorry that we've been off the air, but the entire Fantasy Republic studio had to be closed due to a breakout of Armenianitis. Yes, it's very rare, but if contracted, you lose all control of yourself and can't help but act like a silly bitch and threaten to piss in people's mouths. Luckily, the source of the contamination was removed when CJ flew back home to Chicago. Wait, what's that? What do you mean, how does that explain not having a show 2 weeks ago when CJ wasn't here? That's obvious. I came down with a case of the lazy don't give a fuck-itis. It was a rough period, but now we are back in business. Now, on to some news items and updates. The Roto standings have once again been updated. Check out the message board for all the details. As well as all the Republic stars have been given out for the category leaders for the last 3 weeks. So you can check out your trophy case for those. And we also had a few quick trades go down since we were last on the air. The Phoenix Foundation sent Carlos Lee packing to the BFG for pitcher Cole Hamels. And then the Foundation was not done, as they completed a second deal when the Cranes sent Jonathan Sanchez to them for speedy slugging third baseman Chase Headley. Now these teams will take home some brand new Republic stars for completing trades, which brings us to our next subject, the subject of Fantasy Republic challenges. Now, no one has completed a challenge yet, but with the trade action starting to heat up, we thought we should sweeten the pot even more with some brand new Republic challenges. If you pull off a trade involving a player on each team that is a top 50 on the player radar for the year at the time of the trade, both teams involved will receive one Republic star in addition to the trade stars you would normally receive. But that's not all, folks. We have another challenge. If you pull off a trade just simply involving a top 10 player from the player radar for the year at the time of the trade, both teams involved will receive a Republic star. Once again, only the first team to complete a challenge will receive the bonus, and all challenges will be posted in the league post under the challenge section. And yes, you could cash in on all 3 trade challenges in one monster trade for all you star vultures out there. And as an FYI to our newer players, we would also like to remind you that the player radar that we're talking about can be found under the players tab. Just look for the player radar option at the top. Now, moving on, there was quite a bit of awesomeness in the weeks that we missed. So let's catch up with the awesome thing of the last 3 weeks. Here we go. Awesome thing of week 5. Awesome! Awesome thing of week 5. Dallas Braden threw the 19th perfect game in Major League history. Of course, that bastard Oscar pitched him on that day, in which he threw his perfect game against the Tampa Bay Rays, who, as crazy as they have been this year, seem to be prone to giving up perfect games. Just ask Mark Burley. Braden's perfection will win Oscar a shiny Republic star.
What the fuck? What the fuck? WTF Moment of the week.
What the fuck? So, Dallas Braden may have thrown Major League Baseball's 19th perfect game, but little did he know that in Alabama, 24-year-old Wade McGilberry would also pitch a perfect game. He pitched a perfect game in Major League Baseball 2K10 for the Xbox 360, which won him $1 million as the first person to do it in the game. Now, what did Braden get for his perfection? A hug from his grandma. Dallas Braden will be making $420,000 under his contract this year from Oakland. Maybe Braden should quit baseball and take up video games. Seems a lot more profitable. What the fuck?